Hola amigos, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making delicious tacos de carne asada. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and let's get started making tacos de carne asada. So what ingredients will you need? I'm gonna use, my meat is gonna be a ribeye steak. You can use a chuck steak. I really enjoy a ribeye. Then I'm gonna make a salsa. I'm gonna make a salsa with the green tomatoes, and I'll take you step by step on how I make the salsa de tomatillo, which is a green salsa. Then to marinate my meat, I'm gonna need garlic powder, paprika, salt, pepper, lemon, and a little bit of oil. Let's get started making our vinaigrette for our meat. So I'm gonna start by cutting my meat, and I'm gonna be cutting it in small little pieces. So I really want it really small so that every time I take a bite of this, I'm gonna make them into really small pieces. So this is about the size that I'm looking for. No bigger than that. I try to take out as much of the fat as possible, but I do want a little fat just because it gives it a great flavor. That's what gives it a good flavor. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all my meat, put it into my bowl, and then I'm gonna put my spices in. So I went ahead and cut all my meat into small little cubes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little vinaigrette to go inside. Really simple, not too much in it. Just put some lemon here. I'm gonna put lemon, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of garlic salt powder. You can adjust this however you'd like. And so I'm gonna put garlic powder. I'm gonna put some paprika just to give it some flavor. Salt and pepper, and then that's it. I'm gonna make this really simple. I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge for about an hour, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start making this. So I'm gonna mix this up, put this in the fridge, and then let it sit. I'm gonna go ahead, before I put it in the fridge, put a little bit of oil, and you can use any type of oil that you'd like. Go ahead and put your oil in, mix it together, let it sit and cool in the refrigerator, and then we're ready to move on to make our meat. So while my meat is in the refrigerator marinating, I'm gonna go ahead and start making my salsa, which is a green salsa. Again, it's gonna be made with tomatillo, with our green tomatoes, one regular tomato. I'm gonna use some garlic, some onion, and then some chile jalapeno. I'm gonna grill these, and then once they're ready, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it here in the blender, and we're ready to move on to make our meat. And this is easy. It's as easy as this. So I brought over my tomatoes here, and my onion, and my garlic, and my chile. And sometimes the garlic is often the first thing to be ready and charred. So go ahead and take it off the grill so that make sure it doesn't get overly done. And so as soon as these are done, I'm gonna bring these over into our blender, and we're gonna blend this to make our salsa verde. So my tomatoes and onion and garlic are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and bring them over here right into my blender, and I'm gonna pulsate this with my chile here. I'm gonna add in some fresh cilantro into this, some salt and pepper to taste. I can always adjust it afterwards if I need some more. And I'm just going to pulsate this and make a really simple green salsa, which is simple. Let's go ahead and blend this together and make our salsa. I made this simple green salsa. It is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a small bowl here. Now I'm ready to move on and to start making the carne asada. So we are ready now. We're gonna go ahead and make our meat, and we're gonna put it into our pan here, and we're gonna cook this really well until it's completely cooked, and then we're ready for our tortillas, and then we're ready to serve. So the meat is nice and tender, ready to be taken out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into a bowl, and then I'm gonna go ahead and heat my tortillas, and I'm ready to serve. Can't wait. So we're ready to make our tortillas. We're gonna go ahead and heat up our tortillas on both sides, set them aside, and then we're ready to serve. So we're ready to go ahead and give this a try. Let's go ahead and put our meat in. Here, I'm gonna put some meat down. I'm gonna be plentiful on the meat. I'm gonna put some salsa, a little bit of my salsa, which is nice and spicy, not too hot, but just enough to give it a little kick. And then I'm gonna put some lemon right on top here. And let's give this a try and see what this is like. Oh my gosh, delicious. Try making tacos de carne asada. Super easy and delicious. We'll see you in our next video.